Okay, this is development vlog number 3. My name is Joshua and I'm trying to develop a language learning app that is as efficient as possible to get you started and then being able to move on your own. Because I think the goal of a language learning app is to have the user as shortly as possible and then for the user to move on. How I'm exactly trying to achieve that, I'm documenting in this video series. I'm trying to release a video at least each week. Okay, so first of all, what's new? On the landing page, actually you can try a little lesson out now here, because this is now interactable, like say hello, привет, and then if you knew it or didn't knew it, you can also choose the language. I'm now thinking of offering Russian, French and Spanish in English and the English course in German. Second, the beta sign up is now on live. I implemented this field where you can put your email address in and then get notified when the beta is released. And I actually landed on Sendgrid for that because they have a very simple API to send the email address to, and then in the backend I can manage that. Yeah, then let's move on to the main page. So what we have here is new. What is new is this story or dialog view. This is all the dialogues that's currently available, and also if you have already done the dialogue. The thing is, I think of pivoting a little bit to having a bigger focus on the dialogues, especially at the beginning of the app, because it's easier to accumulate just a lot of dialogues, and you know. Later, when I have a lot of dialogues, I think I will introduce like whole structured courses in the same flow or in the same style. So if we click on the dialogue, maybe asking to, it loads. Of course, it takes now longer as I'm recording the video.
You are asking a friend.
Okay, you're put into a situation, you're asking a friend. And then
say, Natalia, do you have plans for tomorrow?
Okay, Natalia, do you have plans for tomorrow? In that case, I'm in the Russian course. So, Natalia, у тебя планы на завтра? Probably, I'm not.
Наталья, у вас есть планы на завтра?
Natalia, у вас есть планы на завтра? In that case, I didn't
say, Natalia, do you have plans for tomorrow?
I repeat that. Natalia, у вас есть планы на завтра?
Наталья, у вас есть планы на завтра?
Okay, that I knew.
Say, no. I don't have any plans.
Нет, у меня нет никаких планов. I think. Smudge?
Нет, у меня нет никаких планов.
Нет, у меня нет никаких планов. I didn't get that right.
Say, I don't have.
Okay, and there's something else that's new now. When you answer something wrong or notice, oh, there is something I didn't knew, that now it loads in like a deconstruction of the sentence. That is now, I put that in manually, so there are now explanations for the sentence. For example, in this case, there's actually in Russian, when you say no, you use a double negation. So this is now explained, and you begin like with, try to hitch on to something that you already know, like I don't have, у меня нет.
У меня нет.
Okay, I knew that.
In Russian, you use double negation. Now say, I don't have none.
So now, literally, you would say in Russian, I don't have none. У меня нет никаких. У меня нет, yeah.
У меня нет никаких.
Exactly.
Now add the no and plans.
Okay. Нет, у меня нет никаких планов.
Нет, у меня нет никаких планов.
Okay, that's basically that. One reason I'm doing this is also because I'm currently in Georgia and came pretty handy to speak Russian here. I like Georgia, the country in Europe. And yes, so like going through these dialogues, these are actually inspired for what I'm living through day to day, like going into a store, buying something, and social situations. So that's that. Other than that, we now have a experience point counter. Basically, whenever you get something right, you get an experience point. There will probably later be some kind of level system or like leaderboard where you can compare yourself to others, how well are they doing. Then we have the language chooser. As I already said, there are now 4 languages or 3 languages for English-speaking people to choose from. We also have now settings. Just basic stuff. You can delete your account. I will work on that probably until next week a lot more. The thing is, I hope being able to release the beta until by next week. So will then release like a story in every language every day. So even if it's not the full-fledged level system, you have something to do there every day. And I think even at that point, it will be fairly useful to a lot of people just to get going in speaking and responding to questions. The next thing is that I'm thinking about switching the language, like the audio generation. Currently, I'm using Google text-to-speech, or the Google Cloud text-to-speech service, which you could already hear. One thing is I planned on implementing like a little Khmer course, the language that's spoken in Cambodia, because I'm going to travel there and thought it might be handy if I could train like a few dialogues there, because if you like learn vocabulary for your holiday, I mean, you may learn few words, but where I think you actually need to practice that a few times in like not a live situation, but in this training situations to be able to use that. So I thought that might come in handy. But the problem is Google does not offer any WaveNet language models in Khmer. So I search around and actually find Azure, the Azure cloud products from Microsoft, and actually they have a lot more to offer here than Google. For example, they have like speaking styles. What you could hear back from Google was like kind of general voice style, and what we have here is like actually, if I can say instructed to speak angrily. Oh, never could. Okay, whatever. Let's try this again with cheerful. Okay, an error occurred again. Why is the pitch? Okay. So the fact is that with that I can vary the languages that are spoken and also how they are spoken. So it's not just this monotone dialogues. You have like excited question asking or something enthusiastically spoken and also like normally spoken. So I want to integrate that. And the next thing I started working on is that should be still running. Why is it? Should be 0. Exactly. I found Remotion. Remotion is a JavaScript framework or like a React framework that allows you to make videos out of React content, or like a website is, and essentially, and I thought like I would take dialogues, as I'm releasing dialogues every day and adding the dialogue every day to the to the course, that the newest 3 dialogues I might then as well publish on YouTube for people to just practice like that. And also if you want then to have access to all the dialogues, you go on to log in, and for that I've now made a program that generates these language speaking videos automatically by just loading in a story from the server and then generating the video, and that looks like that.
Oh, my name is Tom.
So now I have time to respond to that, and then
Здравствуйте, меня зовут Том.
Say, hello.
okay, that is that. Further than that, until next week, I hope I will be able to publish the beta version of the whole project, and then you will have some languages to work through. For now, everything will stay free until I have a certain number of dialogues, and then I will introduce like paywall that you can like access 1 story a day. I'm not really not completely sure on that, but it will be like $4 a month. For the $4 a month, you will be able to access then all the dialogues and train as many of them as you want, and that you still have the ability to like get 5 dialogues a week. I'm not sure about that, but we'll figure it out. So that was it for this week. Stay tuned for next week.